Hello, everybody. This is Wellington Nidza from Computer Science Zimbabwe, and welcome to Spring Boot Programming. And on this chapter, we'll be looking at this important module in Spring, which is Spring Security. As you all know, that in this day and age, there is so many stories of hacking, which is very true, and we need as developers to secure our application. And thanks to Spring, they have this module which will help us to secure our application. So on your screen, you are seeing here this is the overview of Spring Security. So I'm going to explain to you how the Spring Security module works, so that when I'll be writing code, you'll be able to understand this is the part that we're catering. This is part that we're catering. This is part that we're catering. So um, uh, I'll start to explain. So when an HTTP request uh, is being posted to the server, uh, it reaches this class that we're going to create called the JWT Authentication Filter. So this authentication filter will look at the request and the request it will search for the that the request have uh, the the token. If it doesn't have the token, it is going to return an HTTP 403, which is a forbidden response. And if it have the authentication, the JWT token, it goes to this JWT service. So on the JWT service, it will extract the JWT token, and when it extracts the JWT token, it will then look for the user in our database by using the user details service uh, uh, um, interface. And the user details interface will search for the user in the database. And when the user is not found, sorry, okay, first, when the user is not found in the token, it also pass an HTTP 403. And when the user is found in in the the token, it now goes to validate the token. And when the token is invalid, it pass the also the HTTP 403 response. And when the token is valid, it update what is called the context security holder. So when it updates the context security holder, it then move to the Spring uh, to the security config file. Then it looks it checks whether it checks for the rows, and the rows yeah, it checks for the rows. Then it pass the data in the it goes to the controller. Then it responds your data on a JSON. So in nutshell, this is the overview of the Spring Security. So what I was saying, you understand it better when I'll be writing code. So when I'll be writing code, I'll tell you that we are at this part, 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 we are at this part. So I hope you enjoy this tutorial. So this is overview of Spring Security. So now I'll share with you the uh, the the starting of a Spring project. So we just start from the beginning of our code. So I'll share with you the this Spring Initializer. as you all know, we described this earlier on our previous videos. So here I just added this Spring Security. So let me cancel this so that you can see me add this module, the Spring Security module. So Spring Security, um, security. So let me just say security, security. Where is Spring Security? I don't know what is happening, but anyway, we'll find it anyway. Uh, even though it wants to hide itself. Where are you, Spring Security? Spring Security, where are you? Okay, let me just say Spring here. Spring with Spring Web with Spring. Okay, where is Spring Security? Oh, maybe it's not hiding. It's just me. But anyway, it's wasting our time. But let me look. Spring integration, Spring security. Okay, Spring security. Okay, so where is Spring? Okay. If I'm not finding it here, I think I have it already. So I didn't cancel Spring Security. I canceled Spring Web. So I was wondering what is happening here. So here, so but the way you just collect your Spring Web is the way that you correct your Spring Security module. So this is the module. So let me just generate the code. I think we have everything that we want here. So let me generate the code. So I just name it the code. Here, if we have the dependencies we have in Java 3.22 Computer Science Zimbabwe Spring Security and the Jar. So this is it. So let me import it in our project. So let me share the IDE. So let me share. So this is our IDE. So I'm going to import the project to open the project. So the project we have it in. So the project name is ComSign Zim Spring Security. You know why I'm not finding it. So where is it? Where is it? Okay, this one. This is the emoji. So I'm going to open in this window. So okay, that's good. Let me load. So we are loading the dependencies. So that's it. So think we are good. So I'm not gonna explain much of the things because we have explained it on our last episodes. So I'm going to just write to the properties so that we define the properties. So on this one, I want to run it on port. I think let me just put 9002, which is free, and so we say Spring dot data source uh, source dot URL. So this I'm going to put the URL of our database that want to connect to. So here I'm going to put we are going to use JDBC, and the database is MySQL, my SQL, and it's local host. So the default port of MySQL is 3306, and the database name uh, I'm going to say Comsci Computer Science Zimbabwe Security. So this is it, and here I just have an error on this one. So want also to tell the data source the username of its root, and spring data source dot password. We are saying the password, it's so I'm going to leave the password here so that you don't see my password. So I'll put it later. So spring dot. So we have the JPA. Want to touch the JPA dot properties. Um, dot Hibernate. Hibernate dot dialect equal to org dot Hibernate dot dialect dot MySQL dialect. So now I want to tell it that I want you to make whenever we run our application to just update. So we say DDL auto equal to update. So that whenever we start our application, um it will just start without creating another database again. So let us go to uh, our application here. So this is the main function of Spring Boot, that when we run the Spring Boot application, it will start to look at this file. So let me just run to see how our connection to the database is it okay, or is it working properly. So I'm just running to just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 testing. If you get it, that is good. So as you can see here, we can connect good. Our application is started, and here you can say the Spring Security is just start to do its own works, and it has generated a password. So that is very good and perfect. So now let us just start to create the model so that we implement the security to uh, our application. So I'm going to just say this is the model, and this is the user class. So on our user class, uh, like what we explained earlier, so I'm going to make use of loan book so that it give us some O argument constructor, and also some no argument constructor, and also some getters and setters. And then want to make this table to make use of the JPA so that it marks this as an entity. And you can leave it like this, just like this, and to create a table for this. So want to give our fields that want here. So I'm going to just say private loan ID. We're going to need the ID. We'll say private private string. We're going to say email like this, and private, also a string. We also want the password. So private string. Also need the first name of the person. Also private string, last name, the surname. Also need private the row. So this one we're going to create a enum for this row. So this is it. So let us create this enum. So I'm going to create an enum. So in this module, so this is enum. On the enum, I'm going to put just two rows: the admin, and a user. So this is on our enum, and so that is it. And here, let me just drop this. So here, I want to show that this entity, that our ID is this one that we have. So you say at ID, sorry, at ID. So this one we have marked this as an ID, and we want to tell this one that it's a generative value. The strategy it's going to use. It's this identity. So we want it to auto increment. So this is it. That's perfect. So now we want to make use of the Spring Security module. So here we want to implement an interface for the user details interface. So user details interface, this is from the Spring Security. So it will help us to um, this model that is created to use this model when we are implementing our Spring Security. So as you can see here, say you want to implement this method. So the user details services, this method that we can override from what Lombok has created. So here with this method for for authorities, for password, for with is account expired, is account logged, is account uh, uh feedable. These are the method that we have in 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 so that's the method that we have implemented. So now what we're going to do, we have to override this one. So here we're going to put a password. So the username, so here the username, we are going to make the email the username. So I'm going to put the email. Here we're going to retain the account is true. And here also the account to be logged is account non-logged to be true. And here just want to set it true, or this one I want to set it true. So here we have make use of the user who want to make the user model to, sorry, we want to make the user details service to use our user model. So uh, as you can see, the Spring Security had start to work here. So I'm going to create another one, which is our repository repository. So I'm going to say user repository. So this one is an interface. So want it to extend the JPA J sorry JP A. So as you know that here we put uh, the user and uh, the type of our primary key, and here I want to create a a um, a method that we're going to use. So we're going to create this method by find by email. So goes want to that when we are searching for our users want to find them by email. So here going to say string, sorry, string uh okay, was this will be our just a username. So that's it. So here we've created this one, and that's perfect. This is our user repository, and we are good to go. So now I want to show you what we want to do now on Spring Security. So now I want to show you the image that which stage we are start to implement of Spring Security. So I'm looking for the image so that I can share with you. So here, this is the image. You said when a request is being sent to the backend, it have to start to meet this one, this this class. So we want to create this class first, so that we handle these requests. So I'm going to start to create this class. So I'm going to share again this one, my DE. So now we're going to create a a config module, a config folder. So here we're going to say JWT authentication filter. So this is our authentication filter class. So um so in Spring we have this once per request filter. So want to say for each and every request that will come to our our backend, we want to perform the security for each and every request. That is when you send a post, you get every request to have to pass through the filter. So we have to at first we have to make this one file here. It's this one. It's a component. So we want to tell that Spring this one. It's a component. So that's good. And also we want to make use of required Axe constructor, so that when we pass the fields here, when we pass our fields on this class, we don't have to create a constructor. So that's why we are using a required Axe constructor. So here we have to extend once per request filter, this one. So this one that we want to use. So as you can see here, we have it have a method that we have to implement for us. So I'm going to implement those methods. So I'm going to just make it so that you can all see. So here we have this method do filter internal. So in this do filter internal, we have so many so do filter internal, we will get the requests. Each request will access it, and we will we just like this one, it's a filter. We just filter for the JWT token, and we are ready to go. So now we want to start to write a code. So first we're going to declare this string, the authentication header, auth header. just going to say auth header. So on the auth header, want to get the request, want to get the what is in the header. So we're going to use this get header. So want to get where there is something that is called authorization. Auto to authorization. So authorization. So on the authorization here, so when our request will be sent, and a request is sent, uh, it has the header. On the header, there is a part that have authorization part. So on the authorization part, we want that's where we want to get our JWT token and uh, other fields that we want to access there. So here I'm going to just declare a JWT token, JWT token. So first, let me just show you our image here. So we first want to check that the request is the request now, or the request have something has have have the token. So that's the code that I'm going to write now. So now, so we're going to say, so we just say if auth header, this auth header equal is not, if the auth header is let's say is not equal to, sorry, if the auth header is now, or if the auth header dot dot starts with bearer. So when we pass our token, our token will start with the word bearer. Bearer. So bearer. So if we start this bearer, so this is it. So we want it uh, to do security filter chain. Uh, security to do sorry, to do a filter chain dot do filter the response and the request and the response, then it return now. So want to check that if the auth header, if the auth header is now, or if the auth header has no something that starts with bearer, then it will have to return a 403 error. So this is the code that we have written. This code right here. So now we want to extract a token from, okay, let's, if it has the header is not now, and header has the token. So we now want to make use of the token. So now I want to extract the token from from the request. So I'm going to make use of the auth header dot substring. So when the response is coming, the request is coming, it comes with the authorization. On the header authorization, we have the token, and the token starts with the word bearer, and after the word bearer, we have the token. So it will have a bearer and combined with the token. So we are saying substring 7 because we know that after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, this is 4, 5, 6, and a space here. From the 7th character, we get our token. So now uh, we from the token we want to extract uh, the user email. So I'm going to say string user email equal to. So here we'll get this from the JWT service, which we we haven't created yet. So on the JWT service, we are going to create an extract username from the token method. So this is the JWT token. So this is it, like this. So now this is it. So I'm going to show you our image that we are using so that you can understand the step by step of this thing that we're doing. So now when we notice that our token, our request is a token, wanted to access this JWT service. So we want to create this class called the JWT service, and we extract the username from the token. So now let us go to the code. So this is it. So now I'm going to let us just create a field in this field. I'm going to just say private final JWT service. This is the class that I'm going to create, service. So now I'm going to create this class. So okay. So if you look here, that's cool. So now I'm going to create the class. Okay, let me remove this because I want to just generate this. So I'm going to make use of this one. Just create a class. So we're just creating this class in this same folder. So this one, it's a service. So I'm going to put this annotation to denote that this one is a service. So it's a service. So now we want to create the method that we this method on the authentication filter, this one, this method. So I'm going to just say create method. So it's going to create the method in here. So this is the method that I want to create. So here I'm going to just say a token, because this will be a token. And for now, we're going to return. Just going to return now. So goes one to now to deal with the service, to write some code here in the service. So as we all we remember that what we're saying on the on the episode of JWT token, we say the JWT token have it consists of three things, which is the uh, header, the payload, and the signature. So now we want to make a a method that we extract the claims, because the payload contains the claims, and on the claims that we have the um our 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 username, our the the fields that you see on the image that I was presenting on JWT token. So for us to be able to use the JWT token, we have to make use of we have to import some JWT uh, modules on our Spring. So let us now go to our POM and we want to import some of the dependents that have the that allows us to access the JWT tokens. So I'm going to here, I'm going just to say dependency. So here I'm going to say JWT token. So we need this JWT JSON. So here we're going to use this version and also need another dependency, um, dependency which is JWT implementation. And we also going to use the same version. This is the latest version. So I'm going to use uh, J JWT API. So this is it, um, and that's it. And we have to load this one or to load this so that our project understand that we have this. So we are going back to our service. So now I'm going to create this class code extract all claims. So I'm going to say private. So you want to retain claims. So private claim. So here you can see that I can import this. I've imported this from, it is coming from IO JSON web token. So here, this is the class, it's called extract all claims. Extract all claims. My spelling claims. So here we're going to take a string of the token and we have to retain the JWT. So here, so dot. So here we have to import this one. So for us to be able to use this, we have to pass a builder. Then um, we set the signing key because like what we say when we're decoding this, we need the key. So I'm going to get signing key. So this one is a method that we're creating. So I'll create it later. So then we build. Then here we say we pass um, claims. So we want to pass the token so that we get our claims and then we say dot get body. So now we are getting uh, the body of which is the body of the claims that are in the payload of the JWT token. So we want to create this method. So here we want it to return a key. So now um, we have both the key. It will be a byte, a byte. So we're just going to say key bytes because that's the key. So okay, when we are creating our token, we say there's a signature. So the signature uses a key that allows us that when this message is being passed, when the claims are being passed between two parties, when the other part receives a claim, it have to check for a key. Is this the key authentic? And if the key is authentic, or the key is the key that we have agreed, it to validate. Like if you understand the Delphi-M algorithm, the FIM algorithm, which okay, this is not part of this um, um, tutorial, but if you understand the DFIM algorithm, there's this part where there's a key, public key, where by the two parties that is sharing information, they have to know the key that if I receive this message and it have this key, then it is authentic. So this is it. So for the key, we have to generate a secret value. So let me just say, okay, so we have to use decoders. So decoders dot base 64. This one is from the J token dot decode. Want it decode the secret, the key, which is secret. So here I don't have this key, so we are going to create it, but I have to just to return um, keys dot uh, hmark sha for us to be able to decrypt the key byte. So this is it. So now for the key, we have to make use of uh, we have to generate this key. So for a secret key, you have to think of something, a huge number. For your key not to be easily decoded, you have to make use of a number that is probably 256 bit. It will help us to make a key more 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 secure. So here I'm going to create a field for this secret. So here so I'm going to say it's a final string equal to. So I'm going to make use of the internet here to to generate a key for me. So there's some free online key generators that you can make use of. So here I'm going to just open here. So here we have this screen. I'm going to key generator 256 key generator. So I usually make use of this one, this generate random key online. So I'm going to just generate a key which is 32 bytes. 32 bytes. This is 256 bit. If you do the math, you think you be able to. So I'm going to copy this key. So I'm going to go back to our IDE. So IDE here. So this key, I'm going to put the key here. So I'm going just to remove some of these things. So this is our key that we're going to use. It's quite huge, so that um, when it is easy, not easy to decode. So this is it. So now we have extract our claims. Now we want to extract a claim. So I'm going to say private here. Going to going to say T, and it retains a T, and this is our function is called extract a claim. So here we're going to take the token string token, and then function. So this function going to say claims and put a T here, and this one it's called going to say claim claim decoder. So this is the function. So uh, here, so now we want to get the claim. So we say just say claims. So this is a claim that we want to get. So we have to extract it from make use of this extract claims. We want to pass the token. After we pass the token, want it to retain claim decoder dot apply. Want it to apply the claim. So what we have just did here is to say, if I want to take you again to maybe for you to just have a clear picture, I want to show you the JWT token. So I'm searching for the image of the JWT token so that I can show you so that we can be on the same page. On the same page. Okay, so let me share the image on the screen. Sorry, I don't want to share the whole screen, but I want to share just for the token. So this is our token. So here we said these are claims. These ones, these on the payload are claims. And for the first function that we created is to extract all claims. So it extracts all these claims. And the second function that we can extract a claim. So we want to extract a specific claim, either the name or the expiration date or the issue date. So this is what we're focusing on. And if you here you see the function that we created, get a security key. This we have make of HMAC SHA-256. This one to decode our 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 key. So this is it. So I just want you to picture this so that you can understand better. So we are going back to the code. Sorry. Okay, this is it. So now we can go here on our extract username here. So we can make use of extract claim. So want to extract claim. So here first we pass the token, and we have the claims. The claims. Okay, so claims. Then want to get the subject because on the subject that we pass the uh, username or the email of the person. So here our we have extracted our our username. So now we have to create other functions to generate the token. So here we're going to say public, because this one to be accessed everywhere. Public generate okay, so this one will return um, a string. So say generate token. So here what we need, we need the um, the 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 user digital service, user digital service, and uh, an object of extra claims. So we're going to make use of the map. So here map, we have the string and object. So here we're going to say extra extra claim, extra claims, and let us create this. So we want to return the JWT this one. So here dot builder. First we have to build, and here first we have um set um set set claims. So we're going to take this one. So which is extra claim.